Hello world, and it's me as always, Eugene from Pynest. Creating a new system or application is always an adrenaline, a whole storm of emotions. Almost always, everything has to be done in a short time, which leads to overlaps in logic and components. All this can turn into a giant monolith that becomes simply impossible to maintain. We already know how it happens. We start all over again. But how do such giants as Microsoft, Netflix, Amazon make their systems? They have a lot of different concepts, but one of the main ones is the domain approach to development. Having looked at their website and systems, they feel like they're built from Lego blocks. Here you go to the movie section, and one part of the screen offers you what to watch based on your past experience. Then the recommendation engine, designed to help you pick something you'll enjoy. The other part of the screen shows a list of genres and movies. It helps you quickly find what you need. Get the idea? It's simple. Each individual Lego block is responsible for something different. What does it mean? In fact, it's just genius. A developer needs to understand the business processes of an application from a business perspective, not just through system analysis. Yes, that's right. Everyone sits down together and discusses. This is how we should work. This is what we must do. Developers get to the heart of your app and start breaking it down into domains. And they don't just divide it up. They structure each domain so that it is clear and conflict-free. Add to this the need to make sure that one domain doesn't overlap with another, which implies a strict, limited context. Going back to big companies like Microsoft, we see different pages on their website. Support, Office, Windows. Going to each individual page, we see only specific information. In the Office tab, you won't find anything about Surface or Copilot+, 8 mouse tabs. Everything is clear and structured. This is how the domain approach works. Okay, I think it's clear, but how do you identify domains? And let's try to build our own service. Let's say streaming EpicFlix. So, if we're talking about what a streaming service should be, then it is important to consider a few key points. First of all, you need a rich selection of content. Movies, TV series, documentaries. Users should have access to a wide variety of genres and content types, ensuring everyone can find something they enjoy. Special attention should be given to exclusive content as it helps retain users. The technical side is equally important. High quality, high resolution, low latency streaming is a must. Support for a variety of devices, from TVs to smartphones, also plays an important role. The user's interface should be intuitive and the registration process should be as simple as possible. Another key aspect is security and convenience of payments. Support for various payment methods and ensuring secure transactions will help to gain the trust of users. Additionally, giving users easy control over the subscriptions is a valuable feature. Don't forget about social functions. The ability to rate content, leave comments and create playlists adds interactivity, helping users engage with both the service and each other. Analytics and monitoring provide insight into how users interact with content and the platform overall. This will allow us to constantly improve the service and offer users what they are really interested in. And, of course, it's important not to forget about new features and interactivity. For example, support for interactive shows and live streams, the ability to return to watch it, push notifications about new episodes. All this will make the service even more attractive and convenient for users. This is what a modern streaming service should be like: flexible, diverse, and user-oriented. And what do you need to know before we start building our service? Repository. Think of a repository as a library of data. He knows where all the books are stored and how to get to them. Do you want to find user data? The repository quickly retrieves them from the shelf. It's an interface that hides the details of data access and allows you to work with it without worrying about how it's stored and retrieved. A service, on the other hand, is a craftsman who knows how to use this data to execute business logic. Imagine that you need to calculate the cost of an order or check the user's access rights. The service processes requests, performs the necessary calculations, and interacts with other parts of the system. It uses the data provided by the repositories to do its job and solve real-world problems. How they work together? The repository and service work side by side to make your system efficient and manageable. The repository is responsible for storing and retrieving data, and the service is responsible for processing and using it in business logic. Together, they create a powerful tandem that helps you to manage data and do cool things. Okay, folks, now let's break down how we are going to build our Epic streaming service using the magic of DDD. Users. This is where we will gather all our users. Entity. Of course, there are the user and the profile. Repository. The lightweight ones as user repository and profile repository. And services like authentication service and profile service will help users register and set up their profiles without any fuss. Content. This is where the whole movement goes. Entities include movies, series, and episodes. We use movie repository and series repository to access these treasures. And our superheroes are content management service and recommendation service, which keep things organized and tell you what to watch next. Broadcast. Where are all the streams? Of course here. Entities, broadcast, and playlist. The repositories are stream repository and playlist repository, and our CyberWizard streaming service and playlist management service make sure that streams work perfectly. Payments. This is where we need payment and subscription. We use payment repository and subscription repository for the data, and payment service and subscription service ensure that the money is flowing in the right direction. Interaction. Here we rate, comment, and like everything. Entity. Is rating, comment, and like. The repositories are rating repository, comment repository, and like repository. Rating service, comment service, and like service keep this magic in action. Monitoring and analytics. Here we collect and analyze everything. Entities include event and statistics. The repositories are event repository and statistics repository. Monitoring service and analytics service keep track of everything and make cool reports. This is how we built our Epic streaming kingdom divided into domains, each of which plays its own role in this grand symphony of code. It was cool. Let's recap the roasting of our EpicFlix. DDD helps us break down complex code into logical, manageable pieces that fit the real business. We create domains, each of which is responsible for its own area, whether it's users, content streaming, or interaction. We break down our systems into entities and values. This helps you build resilient and easy manageable applications. We group related objects, help avoid errors, and preserve data integrity. Services perform operations on data, and reporters are responsible for assessing it. This makes the code clean and easy to understand. In short, DDD helps us organize our code not only works, but also is clear, flexible, and scalable. So, are you ready to apply these principles in your project and build something great? Eugen was with you. Until next time.